graduation ceremony. Finally. It's been a long time since we've all been together. We missed you guys a lot. When we last saw each other, we thought we'd be back in 2 or 3 weeks, working on senior awards, project graduation, prom. Since that time, the entire world has changed, and the way we do things have changed. We've all been affected to some degree. And I've heard from many of you, whether you reached out to me directly, or you talked to your teachers, or your guidance counselors, or your vice principals. We've heard everything that's been going on. For my part, today, I choose to highlight the positive. And one of the things that I learned throughout this ordeal is what it means to be part of the Bruin family. No matter what our differences are at school, or different roles that we play, when one of the families are in need, we all help each other. And that's not just the faculty and the administration and the staff and the students. It's the Board of Education, the local citizens, first responders, local businesses. For today, let's put aside the disappointments and difficulties of the last few months and celebrate the fact that you are here and can call yourselves high school graduates. You've earned that right through your hard work and persistence through trying times. I can't begin to explain how proud we are of all of you. We wish you the best as you continue your journey. So congratulations, class of 2020. Before we turn it over, there's a bunch of people that I need to thank, and I'll try and be brief. Whether it's the people that I depend upon daily, like the vice principals, my senior vice principals, Ms. Arenas, Mr. Naruki, vice principals Ligio, Ramadan. Who am I missing? Samik, Mr. Samik. Oddly enough, I'm missing Mr. Samik, who was here probably at 6 o'clock in the morning setting everything up for today. All the teachers that are on their summer vacation and are volunteering, giving up their time to be here for you guys. Mr. Picanich and the maintenance that took their time to put everything together. Mr. Garcia, the security. Our Board of Education, Ms. Shaw, who's here today with us. Ms. Murphy, Ms. Wells, who worked hard on all of this with Mr. Bonacci, Mr. Havlin, and all the supervisors. Man. Our superintendent, Mr. Samik, Mr. Cabrera, the Board of Ed, Mr. Pascal. But the main reason that we're here today, this would not have happened without this one person. Throughout the entire ordeal, and I know a bunch of you reached out to me about whether we were going to actually have a graduation or not have a graduation, would be virtual. The one person that was pretty steadfast through making sure that we're going to have an outdoor graduation for you to receive a diploma is our next speaker to address you, our mayor, Mr. Sacco.
For the parents who are here and the families, I know how important this day is because you kind of see your children through your mind's eye as they grew up. You see them as kindergarten children, you see them as young adults, you see them as graduates moving forward. And all this is being taken in today, and that's why it was so important to be here as a group honoring your children. Every year I talk about the type of year the senior year is, and we talk about the wonderful events that took place, including project graduation, and this year it didn't happen. But what did happen is that you had to make choices this year. For the first time in your lives, you had to make real choices about what you're going to do with your lives. And that's difficult, especially under conditions where you weren't in school, you weren't able to interact with your advisors, with your fellow students, with your teachers, and it's difficult. But Whether you decided to go to a 4-year college, a university, or a 2-year college, or a trade school, or into the service, or out into the workforce, regardless of what you decided, remember, what you have on your side is youth. So you can change your minds at any time in your lives and change directions. You may pick a university you feel you're going to love, and 2 years from now decide you want to go somewhere else, and you have that choice and that ability. You might change majors. You may be undeclared and pick a major, decide to change it again and again. When I was in college, I went from sociology to psychology to history to phys ed back to history.